You know who else was a Rhodian? Greedo. Yeah, sorry to lump you guys in with that, but um, I don't know. Can you think of something better? Greg Miller just came up with scumbags. So apparently, everybody who watches the Greg Miller, the Game Over Greggy show, or Greg Way, and you're a fan, you're known as a scumbag. Kind of like parrot heads for Jimmy Buffett and so on and so forth. Deadheads or whatever. um, yeah, I think Rhodians works, though. I think it's just kind of fun. It's just a silly thing, between you and me. I've got a lot of fun stuff I want to do tonight. A variety of things. A smorgasbord. It's loud upstairs tonight. Let me show you what I was drawing today. There's two things I drew today. I showed you yesterday what I had been working on. Let me see if I can get him on here again. There we go. I think he's gonna block the light. I saw a light box today for $5 at Goodwill. I really wanted it, but I'm really freaking stretching thin this month. A lot of stuff going on. Damn it, this stupid camera. There you go. Alright. Old man on the phone. That was yesterday's work, but I added to it and I darkened some stuff up. Then I started drawing a little profile of the old Wolverine. I hate the chin. Chin came out horrible. Sideburns are okay. I like the nose a lot in that whole area in here. The mouth is okay too. I feel like I've made some improvements. Then I tweeted this out today, and I at No Taxation, which is Colin Moriarty. I started drawing a picture. I didn't know what I was going to draw. I wanted something I could ink tomorrow, and so I started drawing this. But I really feel like it started coming out to look like Colin, and he's a historian. He worked in Boston for a while. Now he works for IGN, doing video game reviews. Republican, but he's the one that I get a lot of really interesting theories from, and I think he's a middle of the road guy. He can't call himself a Republican. There's no way. Not that Republicans are all terrible people. I don't mean it to sound like that. We got a special what's on the menu tonight. I'm not going to tell you about it. You're going to have to come back for it if you want to see it. It's interesting, though. I think it'll be fun. I was at Walmart tonight feeding the beast, as I do from time to time. And I don't know why it hit me. I don't know if it was a smell or a sound or something, or the word itself. But all of a sudden, I thought about carnivals. Like, do you remember when you were a kid and you went to carnival? Local carnivals. These guys that travel around the country and just randomly come to... Well, not randomly come. They, by appointment, set up in certain parking lots. That's going to be, A, really weird job, and B, like, I guess kind of fun. If you've got... I mean, if you have no family, I would say, or friends, join the carnival. It seems like it'd be a pretty fun lifestyle. But I started thinking about carnivals when I was a kid and how they're kind of spooky scary in a way now. Like the idea of these just random strangers coming through town and setting up this thing and moving along to the next town, a week later, 2 weeks later. But a lot of emotions and senses encompass going to a carnival. Like, I think about, like, I can smell the popcorn and the cheap cotton candy and hot dogs and just the stuff that they get real cheap and sell to you for a lot of money, because what are you going to do, leave and come back or something? And then you get your tickets for going on rides, which there's usually like one or two decent rides and the rest are all like little kids crap. Sometimes they have a petting farm. I don't know if that's disturbing or nice. Like, I wonder if they bring their farm with them, those carnies. And some of them have, some of them come with other festivals, like pumpkin festivals with the carnival and stuff like that. But it's so weird that shit gets broken down and put back up on, like, a nearly, weekly basis. Like, that makes me real nervous about those rides, because some of those rides are pretty crazy. Ferris wheel, if they happen to have a Ferris wheel, God forbid, Jesus, those things are huge. You get stuck up there, or if it comes off its hinge, you start rolling. It's no good. It wasn't part of the plan, but it was the Elks parking lot. I went to that one, and then the Portuguese festival, because there's a lot of Portuguese in New England, especially Massachusetts. What was the name of their little club? You know how they have the gentlemen's clubs? Not that kind of gentlemen's club. Um, like the Elks or the Portuguese American, da 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 da. It's so weird. I don't know. I don't see a lot of that around here. I see the Moose Knuckle Lodge, and I think there are like one or two Elks around here. Anywho, that's where Carnival's always ended up. That's such a weird organization that attracts a weird carnival thing. I have a really weird echo thing going on in this room. I don't know what it is. It might be my guitar. I got my guitar next to me because I thought I'd do a cover tonight. Maybe. The last one, I did Dead Flowers, and it just didn't come out that great. Maybe I'll re-record that. But we'll get onto that later on. I literally emailed myself from Walmart several things so that I wouldn't forget them. Oh, yeah. And I also wanted to say, hey, I'm sorry I'm so distracted. Francine Robinson, our new subscriber. I want to thank you for jumping on board. I hope you're liking what you're seeing because I'm enjoying what I'm doing on this end. I'm going to do it either way. But I another Hugh Prather fan out there who filled me in on some information about when he died and how he died and stuff. I hadn't known that. So, great guy, though. It just seemed like he was a great guy, everything I ever read about him. So, here's to Hugh Prather. That's what I say. Here's to a few more tomorrows. Good tomorrows. Awesome tomorrows. A few more tomorrows. That works. But carnivals are two different places during the day and night, too. At night, I know especially the closer ones to my house, they always attracted an older audience, teenagers, high schoolers, and senior, junior year. And it was always scarier in a sense that, like, they were the big kids when I would go to these things. I mean, I went to some when I was in high school, too, I'm sure, but generally I remember them from, my pre-high school years. Especially because the Elks, we used to ride our bikes down there all the time. I used to find cash like crazy in that parking lot. People must have stumbled out drunk and dropped money. I benefited. Yeah, my uncle was a part of the Elks. Anywho, carnivals at night, I mean, when I say that, I imagine there's something that pops immediately into your head. Like, and obviously it's flashing bulbs, lights. You can hear the voices of anywhere from children up to adults. You can smell the popcorn and the kettle corn and the cotton candy. And if they had a food stand, maybe pretzels or pizza, or you can just smell all that. I remember Rocky Point kind of had that carnival feel to it. Everything is overpriced. The prizes are made from the cheapest materials on God's green earth. I almost said God. I guess it wouldn't have been bad if I said God. I don't think so. Whatever. That's why I go agnostic. Because I just don't care anymore. Carnivals, man. They really... they take a photograph in your mind, or more like a video in your mind. Because I can remember being at night with my friends Scott and Larry, and I'd bump into kids from Cohana, my middle school right there. So, you'd see a lot of people you didn't normally see outside of school. But they're always just a little too creepy. Nothing was ever comfortable with them. I remember going after they'd close at night and just see them, fold everything up for the next day, and you'd walk around, and that was a great place for just finding shit for months after a carnival. You'd show up there, we'd be riding our bikes through there. There was a lot of good rocks that were good for ramps, so you could ride your bike up them or over them, and they leave so much behind. Change you'll be finding for years. Little prizes you'll find every now and again. But I remember that. There was an old abandoned house right behind the Elks. And we used to go and hang out in that house until there was bums in there one day and scared the shit out of us, so we never went back again. And then they tore it down. Yeah, but those photographs and videos they just create in your mind are long-lasting. I don't know why. I guess it's something you don't experience on a daily basis. It's kind of like going on vacation or something like that. I imagine that's the same thing your brain is doing. These are 3 H's, I think. My goddamn dog won't leave my pencils alone. I had just drawn with this today, and I really loved it. And I'm just going to have to cut it and just put a eraser on the end and keep it away from him. But he eats all my goddamn pencils. Grayson's pencils, we're doing homeschool stuff. Eats them. Chewy, that's his name. He's a little bastard. He's a little, puggle? No, not a puggle. Not a poodle. He's a chihuahua. Chihuahua pug. Pugwawa. Or a chug. I can't remember which one he is. I don't know. He's annoying as hell. Anywho, yeah. I don't know why they came into my head. I just wanted to mention them. And I thought maybe that would bring something back. And I'm not talking about circuses that bring animals and stuff like that. I'm talking about, like, carnivals. Those local little fairs that come every... Like, I remember there was one in Bridgewater that was huge. They would do it around the 4th of July, if I'm not mistaken. And it was just insanely busy down there. Down in Plymouth, too. Carver, Plymouth. They do a lot of that down there right around holiday times. Or at least you get a lot of vendors. The cheap, shitty vendors. God, I hate that stuff. I would hate that. That would be the worst job. At like a parade, being a vendor. I don't want to do that. If bottom of the barrel, if I'm ever finding myself in that position, I know I've hit bottom of the barrel because I don't want to do that. That looks horrible, like a terrible thing to do. Do you have any good carnival memories? I remember there were a lot of, like, teenage smoochers there. Does that make me sound old? I feel old when I say it. Maybe it encompassed a lot of the 80s for me, carnivals. I went to a lot more carnivals when I was, way younger, and I think I just don't remember all of it, but I remember it leaving a lasting impression. So, if you love carnivals, like I love carnivals, then please subscribe. Pass this along to anybody who you know that may be turning 40, or may be interested in hearing what a 39-year-old man has to say every night. Thanks for always coming by. If you like it, like it. You know, you guys are the best. Always coming back, and it means a lot to me. So, as always, do not forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. Make yourself a better person than you were today tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier. I'm Jason Oliveira, and here's to a few more awesome tomorrows. This has been the Road to 40 episode 118. I screwed something up a few videos ago. If you look at the number and then look at the picture, it's wrong. Hey, here, let me let you in on just a little clue, a little hint of what the next video is going to be about. That's all you get. That's it. If you want to learn about that, come back in the next video. Okay? Have a great night. Bye. Goodbye, fellas and gals. Bye. What the hell is that? Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.